What if I told you that the king of the jungle spends over 80% of its life completely unconscious, and that this extreme laziness is actually its greatest survival weapon? Picture the African savanna at midday. The sun beats down, the grass shimmers with heat, and somewhere in the shade of an acacia tree, a full-grown lion is fast asleep. Not just napping, deeply, profoundly unconscious. While other animals are foraging, fleeing, or fighting, the lion is dreaming. And it will continue dreaming for most of the day. In fact, if you tracked a lion over its lifetime, you'd find it spends about 20 hours out of every 24 completely at rest. That's more time asleep than a newborn human baby. At first glance, this seems like a paradox. How can the most feared predator on the continent afford to be so lazy? The answer lies not in what lions are doing while they sleep, but in what happens during the few hours they're awake. To understand the lion's sleep strategy, you have to step into its world. Life on the savanna is a constant battle for energy. Every movement has a cost. A chase, a fight, even digesting a large meal all demand enormous fuel. For lions, energy isn't just a resource, it's the currency of survival. And they spend it carefully. Most of their waking hours are spent in low-energy activities, resting awake, grooming, or slowly patrolling their territory. But when they do move with purpose, the energy expenditure is explosive. A lion can go from lying flat in the shade to sprinting at 50 miles per hour in seconds. That kind of acceleration burns fuel like a rocket. And if the hunt fails, that energy is gone wasted. So sleeping isn't laziness. It's conservation. By resting deeply for 20 hours, lions preserve every possible calorie for the moments that matter. The chase, the takedown, the defense of their pride. But there's another layer to this. Lions are social sleepers. You'll rarely find one sleeping alone. The whole pride often dozes together in a tangled, furry heap. And this isn't just for warmth or comfort. While they sleep, they're maintaining the social bonds that keep the pride strong. Gentle nuzzles, shared body heat, even the soft sounds of collective breathing, all reinforce their connection. When they wake, they'll need to operate as a perfectly coordinated team. That teamwork is built during these long, quiet hours of rest. Their sleep patterns are also shaped by their role as apex predators. Unlike prey animals that must remain constantly alert, lions have few natural enemies. An adult lion fears almost nothing, so it can afford to enter the deep, restorative stages of sleep, the kind that rebuilds muscle and consolidates memory. Prey animals like zebras or antelope never fully let their guard down. They sleep in short, light bursts, always half awake, always ready to run. A lion dives deep. Then there's the digestion factor. A lion's meal isn't a light snack. It might consume 70 pounds of meat in one sitting. Processing that much protein requires massive internal effort. Blood flow redirects to the stomach. Metabolism shifts into overdrive. Moving around during this process would be not just inefficient, but dangerous. So after a big kill, the pride will often sleep almost continuously for a full day, allowing their bodies to fully absorb the nutrients without distraction. Temperature plays a role too. In the heat of the day, activity is costly. Lions are built for short bursts, not endurance. By sleeping through the hottest hours, they avoid overheating and conserve water. Most of their serious activity, hunting, mating, territorial disputes, happens in the cooler hours of dawn, dusk, or night. Their sleep schedule is perfectly synchronized with the savanna's rhythm. Even their choice of sleeping spot is strategic. They seek out elevated areas with good visibility where they can sleep safely while still monitoring their territory. Or they choose dense shade near water sources where the air is cooler and prey might eventually come to drink. Every nap is taken with purpose. This lifestyle reaches its peak in male lions. While females do most of the hunting, males spend even more time asleep. Their role is primarily defense, protecting the pride from rivals and intruders. When conflict comes, it's brutal and brief. A male lion might fight to the death in a matter of minutes, so he saves every ounce of strength for those critical encounters. His excessive sleep isn't laziness, it's readiness. But what happens when this system is disrupted? In captivity with regular meals and no threats, lions still sleep around 20 hours. It's hardwired into their biology. In the wild, during times of scarcity or danger, their sleep may become lighter and more fragmented. But the instinct to conserve energy remains dominant. The lion's sleep habit reveals a profound truth about nature. Survival isn't about constant activity, it's about timing. It's about storing energy until the perfect moment, then releasing it with devastating precision. While the herbivores are constantly grazing and watching, the predator is waiting, resting, recharging. And when the moment comes, that sleeping giant transforms in an instant. The lazy cat becomes a blur of muscle and instinct. The 20 hours of stillness fuel the 4 hours of action that define its existence. What other animals' surprising behavior would you like us to explore? Drop your idea in the comments. Your suggestion could be the focus of our next deep dive into the Animal Fact Vault.